This pump's gonna be crazy. What's up, guys? It's been a minute. I know I feel like I say that every time I post a new YouTube video for y'all, but I'm here at Destination for a chest day with Saul, Brickwall Media. He's my camera guy. Love getting together with him. So gonna bring you guys a chest and shoulder day, a little bit of triceps at the end. I've been training really hard, been fixing some aches and pains I've been having here and there, but things are feeling really good. Everything's just smooth and moving well. So I'm excited to show you guys what I'm doing for chest right now. Got a couple big news drops here in this video, so I'm gonna share those with you guys as well. Gonna go get warmed up, roll out, and then we'll hit it. One of the biggest things for me has been keeping my lats really loose. So I love this PVC pipe we got here at Destination. I've been training here for a couple months now. Things have been really good. I've really enjoyed it. Everybody here, for the most part, trains really hard. There's a good environment here. MJ, the whole Gasp and Better Bodies crew have really created an awesome culture here. We're really enjoying it. My wife and I moved to the Colony area, so we're close by. But we're really enjoying training here. Brandon's usually here. He had to train a client today, so he's not training until later, but right now I'm being pretty rigid with my schedule, and 2:30 is the time that just works for me. Get 3 meals in and train, so that's why you're not seeing Brandon today. Something I've really been doing a lot of, and I do it before every upper body day, is shoulder. Really, usually it's a PVC pipe or a band pull-throughs. My mobility is so bad and my arms are really long. So one of my issues is the mobility of getting over and back right here with the PVC pipe. It's getting better. I've gotten a little leaner. We've dropped a little bit of body weight, so it's not as bad as it was, but usually I can't do a PVC pipe like this. We'll see if I can do it. I usually get stuck right here. It's better than it was, but this is one of the best things you guys can do for your shoulder and chest mobility, making sure you keep your shoulders really mobile, especially prior to pressing. And I tell a lot of my clients this because we get rotator impingements, we get stuff in our shoulder joints from being too tight one way or another, and it's pulling the joint the wrong way. Then you get a nasty chest pump and it's just cranking on that joint. So one of the things that Brandon really helped me be consistent with is these. And actually this is the first time I've been able to do this with a PVC pipe. So that means my mobility is getting better. So I do about like 10 or 15 of these over and under. And then you can do windmills. You go 5 one way and then 5 the other way. I'm sipping on the last little bit of my pre-workout. For those of you that don't know, I signed with Core Nutritionals a month ago. Best decision I could have made. They have an incredible amount of products with awesome formulas. One of the biggest things I wanted with the company was someone that had great formulas, health supplements, and great tasting products. A lot of people have good formulas, they don't know how to flavor stuff, or they lack the health products. This is one of the cotton candy Fun Sweets flavors. It's my favorite. So this is our new essential pre-workout, which is more of a basic formula, but that said, it's still got 6 grams of L-citrulline, full dose of beta-alanine, beta-adenine anhydrous, alpha GPC as well, only 200 milligrams of caffeine. It's really stacked for an essential pre. So I'm drinking that and a little bit of pump from them. It's in the cherry berry cotton candy flavor. Throws me back to being a kid, eating cotton candy on the couch. So I'm gonna finish this. We'll start with some flies to warm up. Then we're gonna get on the Cybex Smith. So I really love this free motion seated fly. What I prefer to do prior to pressing is really put a lot of blood in my chest. Most of the process of things I do and taking my time getting into my heavy movements is to prevent the risk of injury. Because when you're doing this I've been doing this for 12 years now, injuries are so much easier it's so much more likely to happen. So the more warm I can be going into my heavy sets, the better. I always start with a fly. I don't do any working sets. I just do 3 pump sets just to get blood force in there, then I'm gonna go press. What I like to do with this is my arms are really long and I wanna get a better stretch. and I can't achieve that without putting this foam roller here. So if you guys have this machine and you have a problem with not getting a full stretch, this is a good way to do it. It's a little awkward, but if you grab this and then kind of sit in on top of it, then you see I can get a full lengthened pec and come all the way through. My wife's in here getting a crazy arm pump. Now she's coming in here to mog me. See, I told you. She's here to mog me. And that word mog, I didn't know what that meant until like a year ago. Some kid came up to me at the gym and I'd been posing in the mirror. He's like, you just had to mog me. Like, what are you talking about? I'm getting old. I don't know these terms that the kids are using these days. So as you can see, nothing challenging, just putting blood in the chest, nothing even close to failure, but I've got a lot of blood in there. I had probably a micro tear or something in my pec back in 2017, so this ends up tight and wound up. I have to get it loosened up, and if I don't, I start getting a sharp pain there, so that's what I'm always cautious of. But I did go see Dr. Miller with Elite Chiropractic close by a couple weeks ago. They did a dry needling all around this area, then they hooked those needles up to stim machine, and it just goes crazy right there. And then 2 days later, I had tissue work. Jamie here at Destination, she broke all that tissue up, and it bruised. A lot of blood came up, bad blood that was stuck in there, and now it feels 10 times better. So very thankful for that. Tissue work's super important as you grow and get bigger. Everything keeps getting tight, so we always gotta stay loose. All right, so called an audible. We got a Cybex Smith press in here at Destination, and it's probably the most popular piece here, and I love it. And I'm kind of upset that I can't use it today because I've been really feeling good on that thing, and I haven't done dumbbells in a while. But we're gonna give dumbbells a shot because I don't feel like waiting another 15 minutes or so. So we're gonna do a low-level incline dumbbell to start off with. So something else I have an issue with, and many of you will have an issue with this as well, is elbow pain. It just comes with the territory. A lot of times it has to do with tight forearms, or tight upper arms can even be up into the shoulder from stuff tight up in here. I've been having some elbow aches and pains too. One of the best things to do for that as well, get a lot of blood in the elbows and the triceps. Don't go crazy, but what I like to do is I like to go and do a rope push down or something like that, just for 2 or 3 sets. Again, no failure sets at all. Just pumping blood in there while I'm warming up. Go back and forth from the dumbbells to the triceps on a cable, and it really helps my elbows feel a lot better. This shirt isn't even available yet. This is actually probably one of my favorite shirts that they're going to release. It's a better body shirt, but the material is so soft. This one's a 4X, so it's definitely probably runs maybe a little bit smaller than our other oversized stuff. I don't know what it's going to be called. Probably a Relentless oversized shirt or something, but be on the lookout for this. It's my new favorite shirt. So something I've changed up a little bit too is I've tapered back a little bit of my serving size from UPRISING, just because I'm in a dieting phase. I know it's gonna get harder as time goes on. So I was doing like 75 milligrams generally. I'm only doing 1 gummy right now, and I'm doing it on specific days. Today I've already done like 8,000 steps or so, and I got 30 minutes of cardio after this. If I take this now, towards the end of my workout and into my cardio, I'm gonna be zooming a lot more. I didn't feel fatigued at all coming into the gym today, so I held off a little bit. So I kind of am trying to utilize this more based on how I feel that day. And then also use it for my sleep. We have UPRISING Descend that I still take for my sleep when it's struggling. But I try to use this when I need it more so than just to take it. A lot of you guys have asked me questions like, oh, do you feel like you have to take it every day? Are you like struggling when you don't take it? It's not something like that. It's more just I like to use it when I need it and when I can get the best and the most out of it. So that's why I'm doing this. I have no idea how heavy I'm gonna go today. Again, this was not planned to have to do dumbbell press. She's done on the Smith, and guess what? Somebody already grabbed it. That Cybex is popular. So, one of the other things is, you guys are gonna think I'm really getting old. I'm not even 30 yet, but I feel like I'm falling apart this year. So I had a deadlift injury about a year ago. So I also have to be careful on my back, getting these dumbbells up when I don't have a partner. We'll see if I can talk my wife into lifting one up for me. She has no excuse. She looks like a beast, so she got to use those muscles for something. But we're gonna work up to at least 150. The way the 110s felt, I'll probably go 160. The most I've ever done is 170s. But I'm not trying to push it past what I need to do. All we need to do is go to failure, create tension on the muscle. You don't have to lift heavy to get big. You just have to utilize the weight the right way. Usually, I wouldn't go for 10 reps on my set. I think it was 10. I don't know. I can't count when I'm in a set. But that's more than I would usually do for my last feeder set. I just do it by feel. So like, some people get lost in the weeds and caught in the weeds with warming up and feeder sets, thinking there's an exact formula, and there's really not. Just go by feel. If you're warm, you're warm. If you feel like you're pushing something way too challenging prior to your top set, then that's where you cause an issue. Just go by feel. That felt pretty light. So I'm thinking I'll do at least 160s. If those feel light, I may even go higher. But I'm thinking 160 based on that feel. Well, you need a spot? I need you whenever you get a chance.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, unless you're ready to go now. Okay, thanks, bro. Have to grab someone I can trust. Hey, how are you? Good.
Yep. Okay. Nice. Easy work now, Jordan. Come on. Yep. Yep. Come on. Come on. Yep. Yes. Awesome. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Yep. All the way through. Nice. Yes.
Oh, that's good. My triceps won't lock. Thank you, bro. Yeah, no, that was perfect. Right here, you feel how much came off?
I was gonna say, like your
I can't lock.
Okay, okay.
It's just, it's a tricep issue. My chest is strong. Everything's been good. It's nagging me a little bit, but overall, it's been solid. Yeah, if you guys saw this story of my life, it's like, I'm still moving, and usually a spotter is expecting me as fast as I'm moving from here to here to keep going, and I just died. It's just a tricep strength issue. My chest has always been the strong point, so, but I'm happy with that. That was a pretty solid set. Moved them really controlled, so I'll do one back off, and then we'll move on to a flat machine press. So this is the debut of these shoes. I just pulled them out of the box. This is like a gift card and some money from Christmas. It's end of April now. I'm such an indecisive person on everything. That's why I don't have any tattoos. I can't decide on anything. Even as dumb as like what kind of shoes I want, it takes me months to decide that kind of crap. I'm very indecisive, but I grabbed these Jordan 1s. I got really wide feet, so I can't fit a lot of the other Jordans. But if you guys have suggestions on which Jordans are good for wide feet, drop those in the comments and let me know. If you guys don't know who that was spotting me, he goes by Keefe West on Instagram. You need to give him a follow. Really good dude from the UK. Spent some time with him out there in the UK. At a couple of gyms last year when I was touring with Gasp. Saw him in Sweden. He competed there. All natty guy. Gets absolutely dug out, peeled out glutes. Very impressive, extremely strong. Young dude, I think he's like 26. So I'll probably be spotting him here in a minute. But you need to follow him, see how much he deadlifts, because it's ridiculous, especially at his body weight. But go give him a follow. Ooh. Decent back off. I could have gone a little lighter. But if you guys notice, on that set, I paused the reps. I'm really squeezing. I'm not rushing through the reps. My goal in here is not to take that weight from A to B for as many reps as possible. That's CrossFit. My goal is to build my chest. So I'm lengthening and I'm contracting under load. And I'm trying to take that muscle to failure. Yes, progression in weight is a good indicator that you're getting stronger, bigger, more muscle. We all want to get stronger. You have to challenge with intensity. But if you're coming down, I see this all the time. It's one or the other. If you're coming down doing like this on a chest press, or you're coming down doing this, and you're just doing half of the rep, whether it's the bottom or the top, you're missing so much of it. So on a dumbbell, I'm always trying to come down, touch my chest, come up, and contract at the top, driving my elbows together, taking my humerus and driving the biceps towards each other. That's where that full chest engagement happens. So if you want a striated inner chest, that's how you get it done. Full range of motion. One of my favorite all-time machines. It's a flat plate loaded press, the hamstring press where you're laying on the ground. Not on the ground, laying parallel to the ground. A lot of people have the regular seated upright hamstrings, but this one I've had since I was training at Biltmore Fitness in Asheville, North Carolina for years. Great for building the chest. You can go really heavy safely on it. So we're going there now. So for those of us with terrible mobility, I have to raise this up just a little bit more to be able to get under it. So you want to get enough of a stretch on these, but if you have to stretch so much that it's beyond your natural range of motion, you're going too far. So one of the things that causes pec injuries and injuries in general is going further than what our body's mobility will allow under load, under tension with weight on the bar or on a machine. So a lot of people tear pecs because they come down on a bench press and they're coming down hard with that weight to bounce back up, and their chest isn't mobile enough to get that deep under load. Like my mobility for my chest is here. That's as far down as I can go. I shouldn't go any lower than that once I have weight on. If I do, I'm risking injuring myself because I'm going beyond my body's range of motion, because the only way I'm able to take it there is there's extra weight on here. So that's another reason to train with full range of motion, because if you're used to training in here, then all of a sudden you got some heavier weight and you take it lower, there goes your shoulder, there goes your pec. So always train full range of motion, but the bigger you get, the more limited your range of motion is going to be. I promise you that. Oh man, that thing is so smooth. Very few chest machines feel that good. I think I went 4th place last week, or 4 and a 10. I think I'm going to go 4 and a 25 this time. Maybe not. Probably gonna stick with what I stuck with last week. I'm also moving quicker. When you got a camera on you, you forget to take your rest periods. So here's my new favorite tank, one of them. It's an awesome fit from Better Bodies. I think they're releasing this around the New York Pro, but I love burgundy. As you can see, I love colors like this. But this one's a great fit. This one's a 3X. So be on the lookout for this release as well in the coming months. Big set. Light, come on. There we go. More, come on. Yes. Come on, Chris, good. Strong. Good set, bro. That's what I'm talking about, dude.
Oh, shit.
Strong, man.
Just try not to.
Well, he's going heavy. I gotta add some weight. All right, let's get this top set. Chest pump is crazy. Adding that essential pre plus the pump from Core. They even have another pump supplement I'll stack on top of it sometimes called Peak. But gosh, I just get so much out of the pump. Whew. Oh! Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. Ah. 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 Hey. Oh. Hey. Oh. Up. 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 Ah. Whew. Glad I went heavier. That was a perfect set. Oh man. This pump's gonna be crazy. Guys, when you're training by yourself, I have a lot of clients that will tell me, well man, I'm not lucky enough to have a training partner. I get it, like, I have some great people to train around. But a lot of my years of bodybuilding, I was training by myself. So many chest days by myself. Obviously chest is where you'd need more of a spot. You can go to partials. You saw me on the dumbbells, saw me on here. I may not be able to get the full rep, and I'm definitely not gonna sit there and squirm around to try to get the rep and use the wrong muscles and roll my shoulders. I'm gonna stay in it, perfect form, but then I'm gonna go all the way beyond what I could do for a full rep, get all the way into partials. You're still working the muscle in that stretch position. So that's why you see me doing those partial reps at the end. All right, back off set, then we're gonna go do some flies. I'm gonna drop a little bit. Sometimes I'll do this too if I miss my reps. I only got 10. It's much easier with a partner. I got 10, strip some weight off and go again. Ah. 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 I don't always do that. I don't always recommend that. If your recovery is there, it's your back off set, you feel like you missed the mark on getting enough volume in on your back off set, sometimes that's appropriate just to intensify it. Again, if I had Brandon here with 3 plates and a 25, he could have helped me to some forced reps. But when I'm by myself, I don't have that. I don't have that here, so it's like you got to make do with what you got. There's a lot of ways you can intensify your own training by yourself without getting those forced reps that a partner would help you with. So next, we're gonna get on the prime pec deck, which is another hot commodity here, like the Cybex Smith. So hopefully I can get there in time, as slow as I move. Waddle on over there. Hey buddy. Unbothered. Unbothered. I love the Prime machines because they have the cam settings. Generally, I'm never gonna use the cam settings on 4 or 2 because there it's gonna be light on the stretch, heavy on the contraction. 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, you're gonna have a harder time contracting a certain movement with correct form as you extend the set and it gets harder. Whereas you can move all day in a stretch position. So that's why I'm gonna have these cam settings on 5. 1 is even tension all the way throughout. 3 is gonna be a lot lighter on the contraction. 5 is kind of like a middle ground. So 5, I can definitely contract a little easier. It's gonna be a little lighter on the contraction than the stretch. Feeling pretty warm. I think I'm just gonna go for my top set next set. See how many reps I can get. I usually do 4 reps with Brandon. I'm feeling pretty decent. Ooh. Ooh. Not bad. It's pretty solid. Strength's coming up a little bit, which is funny because my food is not high. Back off set here. I'm probably gonna do 3 total sets, see how it feels. Just driving blood now. Oh. Caught a neck cramp. One thing you guys will notice is throughout the majority of my set, I have a goal of getting my arms to each other, not my hands. Because if I'm doing this, I get nowhere near the chest contractions that I do if I'm out here. Way, way more here, okay? Keep your hands away from you until you tire out. Then you can do some forced reps where you're a little more bent. But gonna do one more set, gonna do a drop set, and then we'll move on to our last press. That's it for those. I got in here, it's a supplement called Allspark by Core Nutritionals. It's their Transformer series. They've got 3 products, Allspark, Energon, and Protron. Protron's a protein, Energon's a pre-workout. It has Infinergy, I think it's called paraxanthine or something like that. It's a form of what caffeine breaks down into. So it's like a less jittery version of caffeine. So that's a really cool one for you guys to check out. But this Allspark is electrolytes and EAAs. It's even got like coconut water in it, I think. I can't remember what other things, but generally I always take an essential amino acid intra-workout, one that has electrolytes in it like Allspark. This one is a kiwi mixed berry, and I mixed in our flavored Tropical Punch creatine, and it is a perfect flavor combo. I need something that's really refreshing while I train. I don't want something too sweet, but refreshing and fruity is what I generally go for. So that's a really good one. Code HUTCH if you guys order anything from Core Nutritionals, gives you 20% off. And of course, as always, DM me if you guys have questions. I always have suggestions for you guys. So now we're gonna do this Nautilus press. I'm not gonna go super heavy here. This is just really drilling the contraction on my chest. I love how this one converges. So we're gonna do a couple sets, maybe a few sets total here. And then we'll move on to shoulders. I was talking to Nick Walker the other day. He always likes to make fun of me for tracking my steps. Something me and Chris Tuttle have always done. Ever since my prep for USA's, I bought an Apple Watch. I've been tracking my steps all off season, all prep ever since. Takes a lot of variables out. We're a big variable for you guys. is how much you're moving throughout the day. If you get 15,000 steps one day and you get 3,000 steps the next day, your calorie balance is way different, way different. So I always like to keep my steps tracked throughout the day. Aside from cardio, I take this off when I do cardio, and the rest of my steps are tracked. Hitting 10,000 steps right now. I'll probably go over today, which is a good thing. Top set here. Oh, I'm smoked. Hardly moving this now. Oh, that's definitely it. Whew. Okay, guys. So this is what we're looking at right now. I was about 283 this morning, right? I think I was 283 on the dot, fluctuating between 283, 286. My top weight was 294 for the off season. And I am currently in a dieting phase. The plan has been to prep for a fall show, if not take the whole year off. But I've been really thinking deeply, praying about it, talking with my wife about it, talking with my coach about it. And I just did not want to skip the shows in the US this season. So major announcement. Looks like I'm going to be doing Texas Pro this year, guys. My physique has just really taken a huge change this year. I see a lot more fullness, a lot more size in a short period of time that we had in this off season. So I'm very excited to say I'm doing Texas Pro for the 3rd time in a row. That's going to be my first show of the season. And we're hoping for an Olympia qualification this year. God's will, I'll be on the Olympia stage if that's in his plan for me. So I'm really happy with how things are looking. This is just under 15 weeks out. So done with the chest part of the workout. Now I just do one shoulder movement. Usually I do 3 sets and an intensifier, maybe a drop set. Then I'm gonna pump through one tricep exercise. You guys will probably see just bits and pieces of that. I just try to keep my shoulder frequency and my tricep frequency high. I have an arm day on Friday as well as shoulders again on Friday. And then I do rear delts on Saturday. So I'm hitting shoulders 3-4 times through the week in different areas. So just doing one side lateral. You can never have 2 big shoulders, and we all need bigger, rounder middle delts. So just pumping through these and some triceps, then we'll kill it. Ooh, that's a pump and a half. Triceps and we're done. These are actually from Gym Pin. If you guys want some cool gym equipment, Gym Pin makes these handles. Of course, I use their pin to add weight to machines and cables. You can use code HUTCH for a discount there as well. So that's a great way you guys can get tension on the triceps. You can change this based on the width of your lats in your body and still keep that good angle with your arm. passing through and being able to come behind you, whereas with like an easy bar, you may be limited here if it's too narrow for where your lats need your elbows to be able to come out and behind you. That's why I love using this. I have one of these prime bars in my truck, but I hate carrying it around, so luckily Destination has one. All right, guys, so that was it for chest, shoulders, and tries. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Check the workout out, try it for yourself. Let me know what you think about it. Like I said, Texas Pros in 15 weeks. Really pumped for it. I think this is some of the best progress I've made in the past year, which we were surprised to see. I think I've really just improved overall on my training IQ, matching my training to recovery, really making the most out of what I'm doing in bodybuilding. And I love to bring this information to you guys, what I've learned over the past 12 years bodybuilding. But it's really coming to a place where I'm getting more and more competitive, coming up in the ranks. And I think this is my year to shine. So I hope you guys follow along for the 2025 season. I'm not gonna stop at Texas whether I win and qualify for the Olympia or I have to do other shows. I'm gonna be competing this fall a few times, hopefully the Olympia. And I hope you guys follow along for the ride. So right now, eating lower food, really digging into the first part of the diet phase. Then my metabolism usually starts to run away and you guys are gonna see a lot of food, me eating some big high days toward the end, really trying to stay full and crank that metabolism. So a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of changes coming. So I hope you guys enjoy watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment below, and I'll see you guys on the next one.